Focused on school. Got into college early. Pre-med. I did everything I could to stay out of the house. Internships. Summer jobs. Anything. I only came back for holidays or when I was between leases. And even then, I paid my share. More than my share, actually. I covered groceries, split utilities, fixed the leaking sink in the downstairs bathroom when Lisa said she didn't want to deal with plumbers. She never thanked me. Kayla brought her boyfriend into the house when we were 19. He was older, tattooed, unemployed, and according to Lisa, misunderstood. He practically moved in, ate our food, streamed video games at full volume. Never paid a cent. He's family, Lisa said. Funny how I was never referred to that way. By the time I graduated med school, I was done hoping they'd ever treat me fairly. But I still paid bills. Still helped out. I didn't want drama. I didn't want confrontation. I wanted peace, and I thought maybe if I was generous enough, quiet enough, they'd leave me alone. They didn't. The moment I started earning a real salary, it was like someone flipped a switch. Suddenly, every dinner conversation became about money. Lisa would drop passive-aggressive comments about how expensive it is to raise boys and how I'd lived here for free for so long. Then it got less passive, more aggressive. She started asking if I'd consider contributing a little more, even though I was already paying more than anyone else. She mentioned how Kayla had never gotten a proper vacation and deserved a break. Then one night, while I was microwaving leftovers I bought myself, she flat out asked me to back pay rent. For all the years I'd lived under her roof. Kayla chimed in from the couch. It's only fair. You're a doctor now. I didn't respond. Just stood there, staring at the lasagna slowly rotating in the microwave, thinking about how surreal it was to be financially mugged in your own kitchen. A few days later, the locks were changed. And that's when I gave them the letter. It wasn't angry. It wasn't emotional. It was just business. A clean, formal eviction notice. Stapled to a copy of the property deed with my name on it. What they didn't know, what they never asked, was that the house had been legally transferred to me when I turned 21. My dad bought it before he married Lisa. It was his outright, and he gifted it to me in a trust quietly, without a word to her. Just in case, he'd said. I want you to be protected, no matter what. I never bragged about it. Never used it as leverage. I kept paying bills, kept playing nice, thinking maybe one day they'd treat me like family. Instead, they changed the locks and demanded $26,000. So I gave them 30 days to leave. They didn't take it well. The moment Lisa saw the letter, her scream echoed down the entire street. Kayla came running, snatched the papers out of her hand, and shouted something I couldn't hear from the car. But judging by the look on her face, it wasn't thank you. They didn't believe it.